My name is Jessica Palmer, and I used to have the kind of life people envied. A stable marriage, a modest home in Cleveland, Ohio, and a husband, Ryan Palmer, who loved me more than I ever deserved. But one reckless choice, made on a night I thought was harmless, destroyed everything. It wasn't an affair. It wasn't physical betrayal. But sometimes, betrayal isn't measured by what you do. It's measured by who you choose. And that night, I didn't choose my husband. Ryan and I met in college. He wasn't the flashiest guy, but he was steady, dependable, and real. After graduation, while other men chased parties and freedom, Ryan built a career in construction management. He worked hard, and when he came home, he made me laugh. We got married in our late 20s. Our home wasn't big, but it was filled with warmth. We dreamed about kids, about trips we'd take, about growing old together. For years, I thought love like that was unshakable. But love can be shaken, sometimes by the smallest cracks. I worked as an executive assistant at a marketing firm. My boss, David Harris, was everything Ryan wasn't: polished, confident, magnetic. He wore expensive suits, spoke with authority, and knew how to charm a room. It wasn't romantic. At least, I told myself it wasn't. But I admired him. And a small part of me compared him to Ryan, the way he commanded attention versus the way Ryan blended into the background. One Friday night, David invited the whole team out for drinks to celebrate landing a big client. Ryan had asked me earlier to stay in. We hadn't had a quiet night together in weeks. He even bought groceries to cook dinner for us. But when David extended that invitation, I didn't hesitate. "I'll be there," I said. When I got home to change, Ryan was in the kitchen, chopping vegetables. "You're home early," he said with a smile. "Perfect timing. I'm making your favorite pasta." I hesitated. "Actually, I'm going out with work tonight. It's kind of a big deal." His hands stilled on the cutting board. "Jess, we planned this." I thought. "It's just one night," I interrupted. "I need to be there. Everyone's going." The disappointment in his eyes was sharp, but he nodded. "Okay, one night." I should have stayed. I should have sat at that table, eating pasta with the man who loved me. But instead, I walked out the door. The bar was loud, filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and the hum of music. David was at the center of it all, commanding the room as always. He bought drinks, made toasts, and told stories that had everyone hanging on his every word. I laughed along, enjoying the attention, enjoying being part of something glamorous. For a few hours, I forgot about Ryan waiting at home. But eventually my phone buzzed. A text. "Dinner's still warm if you change your mind." I stared at the screen. Guilt pricked at me, but I put the phone face down and turned back to David's story. That was the moment I chose wrong. When I got home past midnight, the lights were off. The pasta was cold on the stove, untouched. Ryan was asleep, or pretending to be. The next morning, he was quiet. He didn't argue. He didn't accuse. He just withdrew. Over the next weeks, the distance grew. He stopped making little jokes. Stopped reaching for my hand. Stopped trying. One night, he finally said it. "Jess, I don't think I'm what you want anymore. And I'm tired of feeling like second place." I panicked. "Ryan, it was just one night," he shook his head. "No, it was a choice. And it told me everything I needed to know." Within months, he moved out. David? He barely remembered that night. He moved on to other assistants, other parties, other moments. And me? I was left with silence. I tried calling Ryan. He answered less and less. Eventually, he stopped altogether. I found out later he met someone new. A woman who valued dinners at home, quiet nights, and the steady love he gave so freely. I threw it all away for one night of feeling important in a room that didn't care about me. And I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Sometimes betrayal doesn't look like infidelity. Sometimes it looks like choosing your boss over your husband. Choosing validation over love. Choosing the crowd over the one person who would have given you the world. I thought it was harmless. But it cost me everything.